But, are you really gonna post any of what you have done during the filming of this? The answer to that is, God, I hope not. This is gonna be the choppiest video you've ever seen. Oh! I'm tired. Which is dumb, because, like, I really slept in. I spent, like, my whole morning in bed watching The X-Files, and really all I want to do is go back to bed and watch The X-Files. And I think that's what I'm gonna do when I'm done here. Because I got the day off! Yeah. Hello, trick-or-treaters! And should I say, Happy St. Patrick's Day! Yes, it is St. Patrick's Day, at least when you're watching this. The magic of television. Happy St. Patrick's Day! As I'm sure you know, if you've been around here for at least 2 seconds, you know that this is a Halloween-themed channel. So you might have been able to ascertain that I like Halloween, at least a little, you know. We're pals, we get along quite well. But also, I really am disgustingly festive for most holidays. St. Patrick's Day being my 3rd favorite holiday, if you're making a list, and you shouldn't, because you please have something better to do. I have to believe that deep down. I love St. Patrick's Day, I really do. I look great in green. That's what my mom tells me anyway. So anyway, I love St. Patrick's Day. I thought it would be kind of fun to share what I do for St. Patrick's Day. I'm very much in true tradition, so I pretty much do the same thing every year, which is not exciting, but it does feature a horror movie, so I guess I thought that I could get away with it on this channel. You guys, okay, so let's start today. Let me set the scene for you. Today is St. Patrick's Day, and I will be going to a parade today. I have a wonderful, wonderful St. Patrick's Day parade fairly close to where I live. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of those things I look forward to all year round. It's one of my favorite days because I love drunks rambling the streets in parades. I think it's a hoot. There's a guy who rolls down a hill on a keg. God bless him. I don't know how many beers he has for breakfast to do that because the hill is like this and there's just nothing but that poor man on a keg. And he's just rolling on down. It's a hoot. Everybody is head to toe green. It's so much fun. It's a very charming parade. I've been going to this particular town and their parades for many, many years, and never once have they started on time. It's just delightfully charming. It's a wonderful experience. There's great Irish music. I love Irish music. So it's a great way to spend your St. Patrick's Day. This year it actually falls on St. Patrick's Day, so I'm hoping for a really big, exciting to-do, but it's always very fun. Then we go home, because, you know, we live here. And corned beef hash. Again, one of my favorite dishes. I think that's like a lot of my favorite things coincide with St. Patrick's Day, and I feel like maybe that's why I love it. Corned beef hash, one of my favorite foods, because who doesn't love corned beef and potatoes? Delicious. And then come the movies. The movies are a very big part of St. Patrick's Day for me. Movies are a very big part of my life. I don't know if you know this, I don't get out much. It's pretty much just me and my TV and my books, and movies are a very big part of my life. I love movies. I can watch movies all the time, and I'm looking for some new ones if you've got any suggestions. Some things that I haven't maybe seen 20 million times. I love movies, so that is really a big way that I celebrate a lot of stuff, is movie marathons. I mean, Halloween movies are a big deal for that holiday for me. Christmas movies are a very big deal. They're, you know, part of that whole holiday experience. And the same is true for St. Patrick's Day, if that's what you're into. But you guys are all thinking things that you ought not to be thinking. Because I said horror movie, and you are thinking Leprechaun, aren't you? You are. It's okay. It's okay to say it. But you're wrong! The Leprechaun franchise irks me. To be fair, okay. here's my conversation about the Leprechaun movies. I've only seen the first two, okay? Full disclosure, not an expert in those films. And I don't mind the first one. I really don't. I mean, it's not like my favorite movie, but it's fun. It's fun, cheesy, campy horror. Who doesn't love it? The second one was where things got really rough. Actually, I may have seen the third one too. I don't know, but there's only so many Leprechaun laughs you can sit through before you start contemplating jumping off a cliff. At one point in my life, I will watch the whole franchise because I don't like to half-ass things. I want to, you know, I don't know when to quit. So I will watch all of them, but today is not that day. So usually my St. Patrick's Day is a Leprechaun-free zone. However, there are... What was that? Oops, I did it again. I don't know, what was I doing the other day? That was very Britney Spears. Oh, it's holding a snake. That's what it was. But the movies I love to watch for St. Patrick's Day, I've got 3 that I try and hit every year. And you're gonna think I'm super lame, if you don't already. Because 2 of them are children's movies, but guess what, bitch? Children's movies are awesome. So the movies I love to watch, number 1. So I feel relatively confident that most of you have seen this movie because, well, I suppose you might not have. It was a television movie, but it was a Disney Channel original movie. You with me now? You with me now? Starring the one, the only Ryan Merriman, decom star of my heart. And that would be none other than The Luck of the Irish. Yes, that's right. You knew where it was going after I said Disney Channel original movie. I'm clapping a lot today. It is a fantastic, oh, you heard me right, and I won't take that back. It's a fantastic film of Irish wonderment. It's a great movie, Disney Channel original movie, early 2000s, about a young lad who finds out he's a leprechaun because he lost his lucky coin. And he has to win it back, and he learns so much about his family and Ireland, and it's beautiful, and it deals a lot with immigrants and how America screwed them over and how they persevered, and it's beautiful, and you should watch that film. It's readily available on the YouTubes, at least it once was, or I believe you can find them on... Usually Disney plays it around that time of the year. However, with some of their older Disney Channel original movies, they're not playing them as often anymore, which concerns me. The second well, it's not really a children's movie, but it's a Disney movie, so, you know, make your own conclusions. Which would be Darby OGill and the Little People. That right there is the quintessential St. Patrick's Day movie, and I won't hear anything else about it. I can't think of another movie that holds quite that place in St. Patrick's Day. Darby OGill, nice, beautiful old man, who's friends with the leprechaun because he keeps trying to steal his gold, and this is fun, and I will just sidebar here because if you don't know about Darby OGill, you can look it up. I don't have to tell you about it. It's, I think from the 60s? 70s, young Sean Connery in it, if that strikes your fancy. But, I was thinking about doing something on my Instagram about this, so I might do this at another time. I want to talk to you guys, or anybody on the internet, I don't care who, about certain scenes in movies that, like, scared the crap out of you as a kid. That really aren't that scary. But, you know, like, as kids are so... they're living in their own kind of world and things seem much more intense. And so, Darby OGill and the Little People was one of those movies for me. There's a banshee in that movie, and scared the crap out of me as a kid. So anyway, I'm thinking about maybe doing something like that. Or I guess you leave me a comment down below. We'll just do it like that. Leave me a comment down below about some part in a movie that really scared you. I might do a whole other video about this, because this is a very fun topic to talk about with other people. So sidebar all of that, because that is not related to anything I'm talking about now. And last, but certainly not least, is the horror movie. Yes, hello dear, I love you. I do. I'm trying to tell people about a cool St. Patrick's Day movie. Okay, whatever. My horror St. Patrick's Day movie, which really, I really do enjoy this movie, is not Leprechaun, nor Leprechaun 2, but it is the sci-fi original movie. You know you're in for a winner when you hear that, don't you? Leprechauns Revenge. Yes, Hello, my love. You kind of ruined my spooky bit, but that's okay. Leprechauns Revenge. I don't remember what year it came out, roughly, probably 2013-ish, somewhere in there. Starring Billy Zane. He was, you know, doing sci-fi now, because what are you gonna do? Cut that out. There's no reason to be mean to Billy Zane in this video. He's just, you know, yeah. So Leprechauns Revenge is a really fun movie, and that's the way to do a proper leprechaun movie. It does not look like an average leprechaun. It looks like a monster. It's this kind of tree spirit, forest spirit monster, which I'm all about, man. That's awesome. Hello! If the camera's shaking, I'll give you 3 guesses why. Leprechauns Revenge. Okay, so the brief synopsis of this film is there is this young lass who lives in town. She's hunting with her grandfather, and she finds a red clover. What does it mean? She plucks the red clover and brings about a curse to ruin mankind. You know, it happens. What can you do? Anyway, she awakens this creature, leprechaun, and the leprechaun goes about killing people in delightfully gory and brutal ways, as we come to enjoy and expect from our sci-fi original movies. I will say, because I know sci-fi movies have a reputation, a justly deserved reputation, this one is actually really good. Really good being, you know, it's a television movie, but it's solid story, solid acting, you know, nobody's running down the beach and so, sorry, none of that happening. It's a really solid story. It's got an old world kind of vibe to it, which I like. You know, the mythos of Celtic monsters and various things. It's very fun. There are some really, really funny moments in it. There are some spooky moments in it. It's all around just a great way to end your St. Patrick's Day with your plate of corned beef hash, your green alcoholic beverage of your choice, and some delightful monster violence, because who does not like that? Alright, I'm ending this video now because I think I've gone on talking here for like 45 minutes, and all of that needs to get cut out before I share it with the general public. This has been a hot mess production. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. And I would love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment down below. I love to hear from you guys. And until next time, what will I say? What will I say? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Ooh, mixing it up, going crazy.